evening and welcome to 7 Live News with AFTV with me, Cecil G.
It's just not the name, is it?
That was...
So what do you call it? 7 Live News. There's nothing here.
I know, there's just paper. But this is what they do on the news, James. They do this. When it comes in, it pans in, they go...
You haven't watched the news since 2003, have you?
That's what they do. I swear they have mugs. They don't drink.
Yeah, no, they drink stuff, yeah, but never mind. Anyway.
Anyway, welcome to AFTV News Daily with me, Cecil G, and we've got James B with us today. I've done a lot of these. Don't worry, guys, I'll be on the bench tomorrow. We'll be substituting for Turkish.
Yeah, Robbie saw your intros.
Yeah, Robbie said...
subbing you out. Robbie's back tomorrow.
Yeah, Robbie's back tomorrow. He's had enough of the intros. But welcome, everyone. Hope everyone's okay. Hope everyone's well. There's plenty of news that's happened today. The Daniel Ek second bid for 2 billion, I think, is the headline of the day. But there's other things that we can discuss that have gone on today, which we're going to enlighten you on, and we'll get to it. So, let's start, James. I haven't spoke to you for all day, really.
Yeah, ask me how I am.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
I'm excited for the Euros. Italy are going to bring it home.
They're going to beat Turkey in the first game?
Yeah, they are. Don't listen to Turkish. He's getting very confident.
He's getting very confident.
Do you know what? I'm excited for football to carry on and not have to worry about Arsenal. It'll be a month, yeah, we'll still be here, AFTV, doing the transfer stuff, the news shows and everything, but just having something else to, put our minds towards.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. What about you?
Sense. No, I am. I'm looking forward to the Euros. If you guys haven't seen, Don Robbie's done like a massive Euro sweepstake. We've all been given teams. It's going to be soon yet to come.
We have, but we don't know it.
Oh, we don't know yet.
So as of the airing of this show, on the Don Robbie channel, the show's not come out yet, but it's coming. A big draw. A load of kind of influencers and big football YouTubers and what do you call
fans as well.
Yeah,
I call them fans. I hate this influence thing. We're just fans.
No, of course, but then people start being difficult about terminology, don't they?
That's true.
Of course, they're fans. Have been drawn. Yeah, someone in the Euros to follow. So I'll have Italy and England, my teams, and then obviously a third.
Yeah, and
I'll give myself a decent chance there, actually.
Yeah, I have England
1 in 8,
and whoever they pick today. But I'm looking forward to that, so stay tuned to that. The Euros is going to be great. A lot of coverage. And again, like you said, this show is going to be running every day, Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. So I'm glad you guys are with us now, and keep staying tuned for more content.
Let us know in the comment section who you're supporting. Just it's interesting to know. I asked some people on Twitter. It's interesting to sort of get the responses. It's great. There's a lot of people who are, I'm half English, half Croatian and stuff. And I don't know. It's just always fun to know kind of who's following you from where around the world and stuff, and who's tuning in. So yeah,
because I watched the interview on YouTube, and De Bruyne was saying we have the team. Kevin De Bruyne was saying we have the team to win it, but will we win it?
I always forget about Belgium. They're
ranked number 1 in the world.
No, I know. It's stupid that I forget them. I'm always talking about France, Germany, Spain, Italy, Portugal, the team that I've been thrown in there a lot this year because of the players.
Yep.
I always forget Belgium. Yeah, and it's dumb because they could well be one of the favourites to win it.
100%. People are saying, just for that question that you asked, who are people supporting? We've got Karan saying France. Adita says India.
Yeah, I fancy their chances.
India's going to be up there. We got Kai saying Denmark, Martin saying Sweden, Marlon saying France. Oh, Rory says North Macedonia. That's how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's nailed it.
No, what did you pronounce the other day? No, God. Last night you said Fabrizio Romano, and then you went, nailed it.
Did you see that? I'm glad you saw that. I nailed it though. I said it right. Do you know what? I struggle with his name. You don't always speak about him in the office, and I always think, how the hell do they say his name? And every time I say it to myself before I say it, and I always get it wrong. But I nailed it yesterday.
This guy.
Listen, me and Robbie butcher names, man. It's just something we do, but it's okay. We're getting better.
No, I know. Do you know what? He did some of the Euro shows on Don Robbie.
Yeah.
And some of the star players, I thought, the poor guy. Even I consider myself quite decent with reading out names and languages and stuff, but nah, they were hard.
Yeah, that wasn't on the criteria when we signed here. You had to read out names. We had Josh Doig. Yes, I got it right. Josh Doig yesterday.
Yeah, Doig.
Doig. I'm gonna go with Doig. I think Robbie went with Doig. But anyway, right, let's get to the news.
No, Monroe's in the Spain squad.
Bro, he is people would laugh at me. Yeah, okay, I got his name wrong, but he is a certified baller. Yeah, Monroe is clean with it. Got the only goal against United. Made them win the final. Made Villarreal win the final. So yeah, big up him. Anyway, let's get to the news. That was a nice brief intro.
Good to catch up.
Yes, it was good to catch up.
Should we catch up on actual Arsenal news?
Yeah, there's always a lot of news going on. I might do some doodling.
Right, you warned me you do this. You're not taking notes, you're just drawing.
Yeah, because the papers, just when I don't know, I watch the news sometimes and I think, what are they doing on the table? I think they're just doodling.
Okay, so the news is,
right.
Daniel Ek is reportedly making a second takeover bid for Arsenal to the Cronkies. Him and his consortium of, well, I mean, to be honest, we actually don't know who's a part of the consortium, but we know that it's being backed by Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry, and Dennis Bergkamp. So
Wenger, maybe? I'm hearing Wenger might be involved in it.
Loose rumours and stuff. Sky Sports are saying that the bid's going to be £2 billion. £2 billion.
Yeah. Do you know what spun my mind, right? 1.8 he offered first. And I was like, that's a lot. And then I was like, it's gone to 2 billion. I said, it doesn't seem a lot, but that
200 million. Yeah.
Them man
could he just
they got money.
Give that to the transfer budget?
Just
Kroenke, you stay. No, I'm kidding. We don't want Kroenke.
No, just give me a little piece of that, Dan. If you're watching, yeah, I know you big money, man. I need this summer. I need a PS5. I need a couple things. I need a new electric scooter. I need a couple things. If you're watching, just break up a little bit of that.
So he bid 2 billion for Arsenal. Interestingly, I saw some other reports saying that the bid was going to be over 2 billion, which is interesting.
I saw that as well.
I believe it was Sammy Mockbell, journalist, who broke the news. It's interesting. According to Sky, the Kroenke position remains unchanged, and that they are committed to the club, as they have said in their own words. I think the big question is 2 billion, will it be enough? And also, where do we go from here if it's not? He's not going away. I wasn't expecting there to be a second bid.
That's what I was about to say. Are you happy to see that Daniel Ek,
yeah, very.
He's still pushing? He did say to us, and he stuck to his word, it's not going to be over. I'm going to keep fighting this battle to buy the club. And
with time, he's convincing me more and more that it's real, it's legit.
Yeah.
He's genuinely trying to buy the club. And then I saw, who was it the other day? Was it Leicester? I can't remember what club it was. They were just getting business done quickly, and I thought, you don't have to have all the money in the world to just get ahead with your signings.
Yep.
And they're not spending massive amount of money. They've just worked. They're planned well. They know what they want to do. They've got a manager they believe in, and they're working forward. And it made me realise that, yes, I want the kind of sugar daddy owner who's going to pump money into the club. I believe that probably is the quickest way towards winning the Champions League or something.
Correct.
But having said that, it is ultimately about them having a good plan, a cohesive plan in place, a manager they believe in, people in the club who want to win. And ultimately, if you set your standards here and then you fall a little bit short, that's typically not going to be too bad either.
I'm with you, James. I think me and Turkish did discuss this yesterday, how fast Leicester are doing business. Things like Buendia going to Aston Villa before the market even opens. Yeah. Like we've made Basuma a target. We're clear that the club want Basuma. So why are we not doing pre-deals and pre-signings with Basuma like Aston Villa did with Buendia? It annoys me. And that's what it is. It doesn't matter about having a sugar daddy. It's just get business done. Get it done. We're the team and the club that have regressed the most. Yet we're still waiting until I've heard Arteta saying he's going to wait to do signings after the Euros. Yeah, which is infuriating.
It is infuriating. I wanted to ask, and we're actually let me ask this to the comment section because I know you're going to go through it now.
Go on.
Will this bid be enough? And actually, I want to know what you guys think is going to happen from here. Ek's not going away. And I think the longer he sticks around, the more chance there is that they are eventually going to sell the Cronkies. I don't think they'll ever bat him away for good. I think they like the idea that he's kind of still there. Just because it's a get out for them. It's an easy 2 billion in their pockets. What do you guys think is going to happen? I've got my ideas. I don't know if you want to see if the comments say it or give me your thoughts. What do you think? This bid's going to be made. What do you think happens next?
That's a good question.
I know.
I think things are going to go quiet again, in my opinion. I think Daniel Ek's definitely...
So you think he'll be rejected?
Yeah, I think he'll be rejected, but I think that he will still keep the pressure on. Eventually, I want to know what his top offer will be or his top bid for the club will be, because 2 billion is a lot of money.
Yep.
Way more than what the club's worth. So I'll be intrigued to see how far he's willing to push out the financial boat, you know? I'm going to take some comments as well. So we've got Tokes says, I think our under-21s winning the Euros motivated us at last. We finally finding sense again after that recent 7-1 AUF.
Must be talking about the nation he supports.
Yeah. A lot of people saying Kroenke out. Agent Don. Let's see what else people are saying. AFTV, we talk about how big we want big signings, but hate it when we spend small on unrecognised talent. But you have to remember there was a time when nobody knew Messi was.
Yeah, no, I take that point, absolutely. But I think the point is, we're not saying that the club, yes, we'd love to be in for the Mbappes and the Haalands of the world, and that's not going to happen, that's unlikely. But what I do expect is that at least the club is planned, is prepped. You keep hearing we're going to do a transfer update in the show, which is good. Fabrizio Romano's been talking on his Here We Go podcast, and there's quite a few things Arsenal related, so we're going to go through that. But it's always this like, so-and-so's a priority, so-and-so, they're waiting to see what happens, and you think, come on, try to get ahead a little bit with this. We've got so many positions to address.
Kevin Robertson says Eck will get the club at 2.5 to 3 billion.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
And you said that you think that's more than the club's worth.
Yeah.
I couldn't know. I couldn't know. But
yeah, I think 1.8 billion is even for, if we look at the 30% that was sold previously, and I did the calculations of it. It kind of goes to 1.8 billion to break even. So 1.8 billion was a fair bid for the club, which is an even price. 2 billion is just over. If you're looking at 2.5 to 3 billion, that's a lot of the way over the mark of 1.8 billion. And on top of that, the club's at a financial decline.
Yeah.
So is it a bad investment? Yeah, it's a bad investment right now,
right,
in my opinion. So 2.5 to 3 billion is a lot of money.
Well, it's interesting. If I had to predict what I think is going to happen, I'm going to be honest, I think the Kroenkes are interested in this. I just have a feeling that this wouldn't have become so public if there wasn't a sense that one day a deal could be done, if there wasn't a sense that the Kroenkes might be thinking about this. I mean, you've got to look at this logically, right? They'd have lost money through the pandemic. The club has been in constant decline under their ownership. They have made money because of the nature of football finances and everything, but the football industry, let's say. But that value could very quickly drop. The club might not be a £2 billion club in 5-10 years if we do another 5 years out the Champions League, if we do another 10 years not competing at the highest level. So I think that will be on their mind, and the fact that they're based in the States and they've got a lot of American clubs. This is my prediction.
Go on.
I think the Kroenkes are very proud. I think they're very proud, and I think they want to turn it around and prove to Arsenal fans that they can be good owners, prove to themselves they can be good owners, change the name a little bit. And I think the main driving force of that is Josh Kroenke. Whether he's incompetent or not, and I'm probably going to get slated for saying this, I actually think what we've seen from Josh, not Stan, because Stan's the one who doesn't put his hand in his pocket, he's the problem in that sense. I think Josh, it's more of an incompetence thing rather than a lack of care. I actually think to a degree he does care. I just don't think he's very good nor qualified to do what it is he's meant to do.
Or showing that he cares, because I haven't seen much from Josh.
That's true. He could
do a lot more to show.
When I say care, I mean at the bare minimum wants the club to be profiting and doing better performance level. Whether it's because he cares about the football club and the team and the fans, I think he more cares about the business. Doing well. So yeah, let's be careful to sort of clear that up.
Yeah.
What was the point I was going to make? But I think they'll give it this summer to try and change it. I think they're going to say to themselves, right, contrary to everything that you're reading and hearing and people are predicting, I think Arsenal will spend money this summer. I think at the moment we're just doing a bit of a clear out job. I think it's incredible that Xhaka is on his way out, Bellerin likely on his way out, Willian likely on his way out. And that means that there's going to be room for investment, room in the squad, all that, which is great. I think they'll give it their best this summer. Well, not their best. They'll give it something decent this summer. They'll see if they start well and improve. And if we have another disastrous season, I think they might just take the money from Eck. I don't see Arsenal's value declining massively in just a year. And I can see them giving it one last go, the Arteta project. Let's see if it comes together. Yeah. Let's see if it gets the fans on side. Let's see if Arsenal start playing well. And if they don't, then yeah, you might just say, time to sell, time to move on.
If we're sitting 12th by Christmas, by December, and they sack Arteta, do you think the Kroenkes may sell at that point there and think, do you know what, it's just best we sell the club now and then leave Daniel Eck to get the new managers and put more investment in January window?
Yeah, well, we don't want another year written off. We seem to have had, Emery gets sacked, Arteta comes in, the year's a write-off. This year, a whole year with the pandemic, no fans, disruption in the camp. Arteta's got all sorts to deal with. He's learning on the job right off. And I'm not saying he should have not, been sacked for the job he put forward. I'm just saying that's kind of how people are trying to rationalise it. We can't have any more years like that. And so that becomes quite difficult for the Cronkies, where if they're not seeing the progress, why wouldn't you just take the 2 billion and run? You've got other clubs, you've got other things that you care more about. You've got the Rams with this new stadium.
But this is the most
enjoy it.
This is the most successful club they own.
It is, but not under their ownership. It's like me buying like a third-hand Lamborghini and being like, look, I've got a Lamborghini, but it's really old. It doesn't run. It's not as fast. The motor's a bit broken. Like I can't.
That's a good.
Do you get what I mean?
Like
I can't be as. It's not. I can't just like hang on its history. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's a good analogy on the spot as well. No, it was. I like that.
Like, it's not the club at the moment isn't what it should be, and that is because of them. And they've shown nothing to suggest it can get better.
It's just in his portfolio, he would say, well, this is the most successful club, so I wouldn't think to sell it right now out of his portfolio. But you're right, it is just like a tired Lamborghini. You're holding on to a prized toy that's not really that shiny anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's rotting under him. He needs to do something.
All right, I want to go to the comments because I'm seeing a lot popping up. A few super chats. So we've got Aaron. Aaron says, hi there, here's a movement to get the message across everyone to go to Cronk Out on Insta. He's targeting other clubs owned by Stan to get the message across.
Okay, wow.
Okay, so everyone go to Cronk Out on Insta. Okay, guys, check that out. Look at the other clubs.
I'll have a little look.
And then put the pressure on him to get out of Arsenal, because that's the main goal here. Original Aqua R, again, he was here the other day. Thank you for your super chat. I'm really annoyed Dangote has not thrown his name in the hat for the club. Remember, he stated he wants to buy Arsenal in 2021, but no action.
Yeah, that is a little disappointing.
That was...
The comments were quite firm, and you think there's no better time, and we've heard nothing about it since. But look, he's maybe got other things. He would very much, I think, from what I've been reading, would be that kind of sugar daddy.
He's a sugar daddy. He has a lot of money. He has a lot of money.
Very rich man.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting, just for the sake of a bidding war, and just to see. You know what? I tell you a lot about what Arsenal fans want. Do you want the guy with all the money,
or do you want the consulting?
He's going to do an Abramovich job, or do you want the legends with the Ek and the guys who care?
And a fan.
I tell you what, I think I learn a lot. I think a lot of fans would learn a lot about themselves if that choice came around.
We should put a poll up. That's a good idea.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think if Dangote ever... No, I mean, we should. But I just mean if Dangote ever puts his hat in the ring, I think you learn more. Now people say, nah, we'd rather Daniel Ek.
Yeah.
Listen, true. I'm telling you, I'm not sure I would. I'm sorry.
I want Daniel Ek. What, you wouldn't?
I'm not... No, listen... Abramovich and Chelsea have just won 2 Champions Leagues. I want the guy with all the money. Who's to say Dangote doesn't care? I want the guy with all the money to go buy us the best players and win us the best trophies. Is that really shallow?
I disagree. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be a lot of chopping and changing, that sort of culture again. And you know me, not a fan of that. Of just if things are going wrong,
listen, I'm a fan of just winning.
Yeah, I am as well.
Listen, I celebrate Carabao Cups. I haven't seen us lift one, but I would. I'd be there on a trophy parade. I love winning trophies.
I'm with you, but Daniel Ek, I believe, could provide that as well with the consortium and the way the clubs, the ethos, everything put back into the club instead of just here's a load of cash. Get who you want.
Fair enough.
Let's
should we move on?
Yes, let's head on to the huge cost of the Super League that came out this morning. A lot of money. It's gonna affect us, man. It annoys me because it's gonna affect us because we don't spend as it is. And now what is it? It's 20 million, I heard.
Yeah, it's not so. Let's break it down. So the kind of headline is that the big six. Sorry, Leicester, who you should be in there. The big six are going to pay a combined 20 million or 20, 22. It's all a bit wishy-washy. But anyway, 20 million plus. That's going to go into the Football League as like the fines for joining the Super League in the first place. And it's going to sort of go towards the good of football, essentially. So whether that goes to the FA and it gets redistributed to the clubs, I don't really know. Yeah. We'll see. But this is what... let me give some more cold, hard facts rather than just me regurgitating info from my memory. So Charles Watts, again, big up Charles at goal.com, covers Arsenal brilliantly, broke the Thomas Partey news, go give him a follow. He reported that the 6 clubs have agreed to a combined £22 million payment towards good of the game and a 30-point deduction if they ever attempt to join a Super League or a breakaway league or anything like that ever again.
So they agreed that.
The six have agreed to do that. So the 22 millions combined, the 30 would be they'd each get a 30-point deduction. I know. Which someone on Twitter, I think, calculated if we had that, we'd still have survived this year. For so long we were in the relegation battle. According to Sam Allardyce anyway. The AST, Arsenal Supporters Trust on Twitter, then tweeted this, which I thought was really interesting. They said Arsenal's total cost for the Super League debacle could well cost upwards of £20 million when all fees and fines are paid. Right. They then said, what a stupid waste of resources and focus. This is why the club needs better governance, including independent board members. I think it's very difficult to disagree with that. Josh Kroenke did confirm in the fans forum when he was on it, was it a month, two months ago? After the Super League, after they announced their withdrawal of the Super League, Arsenal, and he said that the Kroenkes, KSE, would be covering all those costs. But that's a lot of money.
What do you mean we're going to cover all these costs? Of course you're covering the costs. It was you lot that made the frigging Super League about we're covering the costs. The least you can do. The cheek of these lot, man. Jeez. Anyway, sorry, that was an outburst. Don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just do some drawing.
Sometimes these lot are just so annoying. Yeah, let's go to the comments because hopefully they can. Hazard Mataza, cool name. At AFTV, I seriously think the club needs rebranding. We aren't going to get back to the 2003 days, and that's now becoming a shadow cast on the current squad. And I don't think that can be done with KSE. I agree.
Yeah,
we're not going to get back to that 2000. We've got a long time before we go back to the old days, especially with the Kroenkes in charge. It probably won't ever happen, actually, which is sad. A lot of what he's saying there. Big up Hazard for that. Saya says #Kroenke out. I've seen a lot of #Kroenke out in the chat. Big up. Keep
it's
the
good that
going.
that hashtag's still going. People are still, using it. Yeah, obviously there's other things to talk about. There's other things to look at, but it's good that movement's kind of kept going.
Mustafa says, give the 22 million to lower English leagues so they can develop better. I can't preach that enough as well. Working with working with lower league clubs, they struggled so much through the COVID and through the pandemic that a lot of them had to shut down, a lot of academies shut down, a lot of kids got released and now looking for clubs, have no other option. Give that money to those clubs and to the right places, please.
No, I really echo that. It is something that really needs to be addressed in the game. So yeah, okay, great. There's a 20 million plus cash injection that's going to be split across, but that won't cover a lot not when you're going around the whole football league. So yeah, I think maybe that will raise some more awareness as to what kind of the bigger clubs can do to help across the football league and grassroots for sure.
Do you think it affects our window, this 20 million that we're going to be affected that's been put in place? Do you think it changes? We don't know what they're going to do in the window, but do you think it really has a massive effect on maybe signing a player now, or do you think, the Kroenkes know it's their fault, they're going to pay it, still do the big spending that they've?
The reason I'm going to say no, and the reason I'm going to say no is let's completely make up a scenario here.
Okay.
March, we're still in the Europa League. We don't know anything about the Super League. In March, Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke have told Arteta, your transfer budget is £60 million plus whatever you can generate in sales. Let's just say that might be right. That might be roughly.
Yeah.
Okay. After the Super League happened, and all that, all the nonsense and the fallout and everything, the team starts doing badly. What do you think that 60 million became? I reckon, with the plan to keep Arteta in the job, let's say it went up to 120 million.
Yeah.
Let's say they doubled it. Let's say he's going to need more, but he's our man. We're going to back him, and we really owe the fans one after what we just did with the Super League. So let's say it went to 120 million. Then the fines, the fees, all that come into play. And so actually you find out 20 million of that isn't available, goes down to 100 million. So I still think our budget is bigger because of what's gone on, and almost maybe the guilt they feel, there's more awareness than ever before about the incompetence of them as owners.
Do you think they really care?
No, but they've not sacked Arteta.
Right.
I think if they did, if they didn't care and they just wanted quick results, you'd sack him and you'd just go for the next guy. That's cheaper than putting more money into the squad. So part of me thinks that they do want to do it properly. They've just maybe not competent enough. They don't care enough to learn how to do it right. Do you get what I mean? Like,
I hear what you're saying.
I think the whole Stan Kroenke doesn't care is true, but you got to dig a bit more into what that means. I don't think it's because he cares about owning a business that profits and makes money and grows in value. And at the moment, the club's not doing that. So just to say he doesn't care, that's not really true. If Arsenal got relegated, that would be a big problem for him. He wouldn't be like, well, it's fine because I don't care. So I think it's really important we really address what not caring means.
Yeah, not caring is a blanket statement, but for me, I think it would be more expensive of them to sack the manager, but then also the people underneath the manager, above the manager, the Edus and the scouting team, like all of that. I think that costs a lot of money as well to replace all of those. The director of football's like, because I think that's also the problem as well. I don't think it's just.
But it's not as expensive as backing Arteta with whatever money he wants this summer, or even close to it. So that's where I think it gets interesting. So when I say they don't care, I think what I mean is they care about the company and the business improving. They might not really care about the fans, the results, what kit we wear, what players we've got. But at kind of macro level, they do care. But we're talking about the finer details, and I don't think they do. And that's ultimately where a lot of things are won off the pitch. You know, the recruitment, the negotiation with agents' fees, how quick you are in the transfer market, those sort of things. Do you get what I mean? I might be waffling a little bit here.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm checking the comments.
That's why I question whether it's necessarily care or if it's incompetence.
Yeah,
you get what I mean?
I think incompetence leans towards that way because of a lot of the clubs that they own that are failing, and they don't. I know they're very wealthy, but like I said, a lot of the businesses they own are failing.
Yeah.
Let's go into some of the comments that we've got up here.
Yeah.
Someone wants to say, Saya wants to say. They're not going to sack Arteta because it's a sign of mediocrity. Cecil, tell this to James.
So they're not going to sack him because
it's a sign of mediocrity. I don't know how that's...
Again, I really want to challenge people just to think. Yes, they might not care that much about whether the club's finishing 4th or 1st, but they definitely care about whether the club's in the Champions League or not in Europe at all. So it's just important to remember that. That's why I think I keep saying it as more that they're useless rather than I know they don't care as much as we want them to. We know that. We know they don't. But I'm saying it. My bigger issue is with their incompetence in running the football club. That's kind of my main issue.
Okay, anyway, we're going to head on to transfer updates, transfer news to end up the show.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take some comments just so we can kind of slowly build into it. I like this comment here. San Dilia, I'm going to go with that. 80 million after player sales is the best we can do this summer. This is something I want to put to you guys and you as well. Welcome back. Apologies for that. Technical difficulties. It happens. Forgive us. But we are back. I had a big question to ask. Now, I'm going to go straight into it. I'm going to let people kind of come back into the live. They're building up. Apologies again.
Guys.
Sorry. My bad. Right, let's get into this. Listen.
Before every stream, I say to Cecil, have you turned down your phone? Have you turned down your laptop?
Yeah, I was trying to engage with the people in the chat to say we're going to be back, but we are back. So let's go back to the question that I was going to ask just quickly before we wrap up and talk about transfer news. So with the players that we have and we're looking to sell this summer, how much do you think us as a club will have just from player sales? Because like I said, I'm getting angry at the fact that we're looking to buy clubs for 30 to 40 million, I believe is our rough budget. And we're selling players for 15 to 20 million. The likes of Bellerin is reported for 15 to 20 million. Xhaka, same, 20 million. These are international players and they're getting sold for low prices. It's bad business in my opinion. So how much do you think we're going to have off the back of our sales?
I can't say net whatever that's a lot of calculating what we're going to sell them for,
roughly,
buy. But I think our final spend, just outgoings, just money out on players, I think we'll be near 100 million.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
That's quite optimistic there, James.
Is it?
People are. We got Pego saying 60 million, JD saying 70 million, Akil saying 60, 70 million max. I mean, for me, I'm edging more towards the 60 side, and you're saying near 100. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of key players going out, right? Xhaka, Bellerin, who played a lot under Arteta.
Willian.
Them two alone, Willian, who started a few games, them 2-3 alone, those spaces to fill in the squad, that could be 70 to 80 million pounds right there, on top of whoever else he wants. Okay. Does he want a new goalkeeper in Onana? Does he want to sign a proper backup? Is Matt Ryan going to come in?
How much of the Kroenke's going to put forward for transfers?
I think a rough guess, we might make 40 million in outgoings, not a lot. 40 to 50 million at best.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
what I'm saying from player sales.
Yeah, and then we might spend 100 million for a net of maybe 50 to 60 million, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe.
Let's
talk transfers actually while we're on it. And as we said, we've got to wrap up soon. But there was an interesting set of updates from Fabrizio Romano. Go check out his Here We Go podcast.
Say it one more time.
Well, no, I mean, Italian would be... No.
Do it.
No, because you know...
Do it.
It's really embarrassing.
Do it.
I can't roll my R's. You know...
Yeah, you should... Okay.
No, I know I can't do that.
But give
on the old...
Give him the twang. Yeah, give it the twang. Go on.
No.
Come on, do it. Don't get nervous.
Okay. It would be... I'm so bad at it. Because I take the piss out of you all the time.
Yeah, because I can't do it, so yeah.
It would be like Fabrizio Romano. I can't do it. Because the Italians can do this thing where they can roll their R's.
Yeah.
Well, and I think lots of other languages can.
Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah. If you gave me another word that doesn't have an R in it, I could say it a lot better.
Okay. All right, let's get
like telephone. No.
Go do it.
No, telephone would be telefono.
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 Okay, nice.
Actually, I remember. Never mind. I remember my dad thinking he was really fluent in Italian because he knew that elefanti meant elephants, and I was like, it's not the best.
Elefanti.
Anyway.
Elefanti.
That's not bad. We'll teach you throughout the Euros.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Yeah. How do you say sell Arsenal in Italian? Very in the accent. Do it really nice. Go on.
Well, you have to sell Arsenal. Be
Celios Arsenal.
No. I don't know.
Hey, get at me for Italian lessons, yeah. Alright, let's.
I was actually going to tell you, then you come with Celios.
Celios or Arsenal? I think that's good.
Let's move on to the news.
All right.
So, thank you, Romano,
yeah.
for the update. Very quickly, Arsenal still in talks with Andre Onana's agent, the Ajax goalkeeper. That kind of hinges on the ban and whether it gets cut short, whether it gets cancelled altogether.
Let them know what the ban was for. Just quickly.
So Andre Onana got a 12-month ban from playing and training with his club in any way, shape or form, which I think is disgraceful in itself. When you see some of the length of bans for racism and other problems in football, pretty serious ones, and Onana gets a 12-month ban plus can't train with his club for it was he failed a drugs test if I'm not mistaken,
right.
But he had a very good reason for the error. The story is that he took something that was meant for his partner, I believe, or wife or whoever, by mistake, think he was an aspirin. This is what I read, and it ended up having something in it that he's not allowed
illegal.
to. Yeah, it's illegal. He shouldn't be taking. Happened to be take a drug test, and so it sounds incredibly unfortunate. 100%. The hearing was last week, I believe. We're waiting on the final verdict. Should be in the coming days, we think, and then that will depend what he's worth, what Arsenal are willing to pay, whether he's available to play sooner or rather than later, whether we'd have to sign him but he won't play till January. There's a lot of kind of moving parts in this. Either way, whether he joins us or not, I just wish him all the best because it sounds like a really unfortunate situation. It sounds like way too harsh a punishment, but look, I don't make those rules. So I hope that gets resolved. But it's interesting that we are approaching a new goalkeeper, that we are looking at someone like Onana who was valued 35 to 40 million pounds before this all happened. So we're looking at him. Romano's also said that Smith Rowe's on the brink of a 5-year contract, which is great. We've known that for a while, but that's good. That's coming. And Martin Odegaard is still the main priority.
He's still the main priority now. Now he is, because Buendia, we didn't get him. So Odegaard, please come back.
Romano actually said, he addressed the Buendia stuff, and he said that we offered 30 million.
Correct.
Villa offered 34. I know we covered this the other day.
Yeah.
Plus, add-ons, plus clauses here, there. And Arsenal just said, listen, we've got other targets, we're not willing to come higher. That feels like a let-off for Arsenal. I don't think it was as easy as that. I'd like to give Villa more credit and say that I think they actually just got their stuff together, offered a more enticing package to both Norwich and Villa. To Villa and Buendia, showed a bit more determination to get the deal done. So I think that's part of it. But then I also wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal maybe were a bit slow because there were other players that they were looking at.
Would you be annoyed if we got Odegaard on another loan? I know you'd be happy to have him on loan.
I really rate him.
But to make someone your main priority and then only get another loan deal across the line instead of actually buying Odegaard, does that not annoy you?
No, I think this is one of those few situations where another loan suits Arsenal. It suits us to see him for one more year, see how he fits in, see how he does. And then if it works out, because remember, Ceballos ended really well his first spell, but this season's not really been at it. Some good performances, not too many. Yeah, for that reason alone, I'd be looking more at another loan for Odegaard to see how he does. But I wouldn't be disappointed if we signed him for 30 to 40 million. I wouldn't. I think he's a good...
I'd rather that. I'd rather that.
Fair enough.
I really would.
And that was it from Romano. We just had some news come in from... I say come in, like they're telling us.
Yeah, no.
I've seen on our social feed.
Got some breaking news?
Yeah. Came out around 7 p.m. I saw it on my timeline on social media. Ben White, Brighton centre-back, called up to the England squad recently, is a £50 million target for Arsenal. Which is interesting. 50 million seems a lot.
It does seem a lot.
I don't know if he's necessarily a better player than William Saliba, but interesting that we're looking at him. Just a quick reaction.
Why are we looking at centre backs? Why?
I think he's a very good player, Ben White.
50 million for centre backs when we have a whole squad of centre backs.
I don't know if he's 50 million good. In fact, I'm pretty confident he's not 50 million good.
Oh my lord! They do shape. They do training with pretty much a whole squad of centre backs. You don't need more centre backs. We have centre backs. Oh my god, I'm feeling like Turkish. I'm turning into Turkish. Relax. We need a right back. We need a backup left back.
You tell Arteta.
We need midfielders, sir. Yeah, you're watching Arteta, Edu, Vinay, anyone, the Kroenkes. We need midfielders. Yeah, get Odegaard. Get more than that. Okay.
The world can see it.
Oh my lord, man, we're looking at more centre. Do you know what? Let's talk about some bits quickly before we wrap up as well. We was linked to him actually back in January. I think he's a good player. I wouldn't be angry if he does join, but I'm on the how do I say this? My sort of mindset is I want our first choice players. I want Basuma. I wanted Buendia. He's gone. I'm not looking to budge from my options. Okay, we're not gonna get Buendia. I know that. Odegaard, fair. I'll take that. That's kind of the furthest. Sabitzer, be a good addition. I think he got 7 goals in the league last season. He is good, but we need a left back, backup left back. And we need a right back.
I like
might even need a striker.
I like Sabitzer. I can't pretend I know more about him than I do. Seems a good player. Obviously, he's done very well with Leipzig, who've been on the up for quite a few years now. Yeah, I think he's an option I'd definitely take, but he's not the kind of name I'm rattling off when I talk about the players I want, because I simply don't know enough, so I'm not going to pretend I know more than I do. But, by all accounts, he's very highly rated, good player.
He's a good player.
Technically gifted. I think he's got a bit of energy about him as well, a bit of bite. He's
very,
not just
very tall, physical as well, good on the ball. I know Robbie, I remember back in January we did his transfer daily and I was talking about him, we did a lot of research on him. I think he is the sort of player, would I take him over a War? Yes, actually.
Wow, really?
Big statement, yeah.
I don't think I would personally.
Wow.
But interesting. I'm just going to round off with some other breaking news. This came in about 20 minutes ago. I keep saying came in.
I know, you look at you. We haven't got reporters on the ground, James. We just got.
Is that right?
We do.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
okay,
we got Robbie.
News just in. From my Twitter feed. From John Cross, the chief football writer, and Freddie Cayley, digital sports reporter at The Mirror. I'm reading their article here, so go check it out if you want to read it. Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke will reject any new takeover offer from Spotify tycoon Daniel Ek. So sorry to end it on a negative, although I think this was expected. I said if I were to make a prediction, it would be that they're going to see out the summer and maybe the start of the season, because I think they want to prove that they can turn this around. That 2 billion might be a little tastier for next year when things are still not on the up.
All right.
But we'll see. So yes, that's the latest.
I'm going to wrap up the show with 2 questions.
Okay.
To you and the audience, everyone watching. Hector Bellerin for Ramsey swap deal. Would you take it? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Hector Bellerin for Ramsey. I have to say yes because we're so depleted, but I don't want Ramsey back.
Agreed.
So no, I'm going to say no. I think I'd rather sell Bellerin and get the cash.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And we'll sell them.
People wait, hold on. No, yes, no, Hecky B, no, yes.
Interesting.
No. Okay. Next one.
Majority say no.
Maitland-Niles, majority say no there. Maitland-Niles for Neves swap deal. Would you take it? Yes or no?
Yeah, I would, because I think the fee they were saying for Neves was like 35 to 40 million. I don't think he's worth that, but I don't think Maitland-Niles we're going to get more than maybe 15 mil for him, 10 to 15. So if it was a straight swap, yeah, I'd do it. It brings them down, it brings our value up, and yeah, I would do that. I like Ainsley, but it's not worked, and he needs something new. So yeah, I would do that. Yeah,
it's breeding a lot of discussion in the chat. Yes. Okay. Guys, that is it for the AFTV Daily News Show with me, Cecil G, and James B. Before we head out, this is my doodles of the day. I don't know if you can see it, you probably can't, but like this video. We have 2,375 people watching. Please like the video, share, subscribe if you're new, swipe up. I know, I was having some fun. Thank you for watching. We will see you again tomorrow. Take care.
Oh man.